Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, CEO Seth Berkley, immunization needs a technology boost, secure digital identification systems that can store a child's medical history, providing every child with a digital biometric identity. Gavi doubled down by becoming a founding member of ID 2020, a public-private partnership dedicated to spearheading a global digital biometric identity standard.
A vaccine that is delivered using a dissolvable patch called a microneedle array.
Dissolvable microneedles that deliver patterns of near-infrared light-emitting microparticles to the skin create particle patterns in the skin of vaccine recipients, which are invisible to the eye, but can be imaged using modified smartphones. Something like a barcode tattoo. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation came to us and said, "Hey, we have a real problem knowing who's vaccinated." So our idea was to put the record on the person to be a digital marker linked to a biometric ID.
Eventually, what we'll have to have is certificates of who's a recovered person, who's a vaccinated person.
Is now being implemented by a number of governments. The OnFido provided app to scan their face or other biometric data, link that information to a SARS-CoV-2 antibody test, or proof of coronavirus vaccination, and then have their picture taken and immunity verified every time they wish to access a restricted space. In 2012, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation helped found the Better Than Cash Alliance to accelerate the transition from cash to digital payments globally, process of switching the world over to a digital payment grid tied to biometric identity. The different parts of this population control grid fit together like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. The vaccination drive ties into the biometric identity drive, which ties into the cashless society drive. In Gates's vision, everyone will receive the government-mandated vaccinations, and everyone will have their biometric details recorded in nationally administered, globally integrated digital IDs. These digital identities will be tied to all of our actions and transactions, and, if and when they are deemed illegal, they will simply be shut off by the government, where every transaction and every movement of every citizen is monitored, analyzed, and databased in real time. It is about control. A biometric identification system tied to a digital payments infrastructure that will be used to track, catalog, and control every movement, every transaction, and every interaction of every citizen is just now coming into